The Gaza Strip under attack. Israeli airstrikes batter the Palestinian territory, damaging buildings and killing 6 people. The air raids follow hundreds of rockets fired into Israel by armed groups in the Strip. One of the rockets damaged a bus carrying soldiers in southern Israel. It's the worst violence between Israel and Gaza since 2014. But what provoked the attacks? This is what's left after a raid by Israeli special forces. Hamas, which governs Gaza, says the Israelis infiltrated an area near the southern city of Khan Yunis. Hamas says Israeli commandos traveling in a car targeted its members. When the fighters followed the vehicle, an Israeli aircraft fired missiles in the area. Hamas says that allowed the commanders to escape back into Israel. 7 Palestinians were killed, including Hamas commander Noor Baraka. Israel says one of its soldiers was killed in the attack. Since March, there have been weekly protests by Palestinians in Gaza near the border with Israel. They're demanding the right to return to lands they were expelled from when Israel was created in 1948. At least 200 protesters have been killed and thousands more wounded by Israel's military. But there have been efforts to ease tensions. Egypt, Qatar and the United Nations have been trying to negotiate a long-term truce between Israel and Hamas. And progress was being made. On Friday, Israel allowed Qatar to deliver much-needed fuel and money to Gaza. The coastal territory has been under a crippling siege by Israel and Egypt for 11 years. The economy is on the verge of collapse.
The Israeli enemy isn't interested in calm or an end to the Gaza blockade. The Israeli occupation is the one responsible for this ugly crime and these stupid actions.
The result has been widespread hardship. Palestinians in Gaza have power only for a few hours a day, and unemployment is at 50%. Despite Israel withdrawing its soldiers from Gaza in 2005, it still controls the airspace, borders and sea around the territory. Since then, Israel has launched 3 military assaults on Gaza. The last one in 2014 killed 1,462 Palestinians and wounded 18,000. The most recent violence has ended in a ceasefire that's divided Israel's government.
I'm here to announce my resignation from the role of the Defense Minister of the State of Israel. The question which needs to be asked is why specifically now? As far as I'm concerned, yesterday's ceasefire, together with the entire process of reaching an arrangement with Hamas, is a capitulation to terror.
So what was the purpose of Israel's most recent raid in Gaza? And is a long-term ceasefire between Hamas and Israel now under threat? Hyder Abbasi, The Newsmakers.